How's it going, guys? It's Zach Kindershot from Silver Slate Visuals. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram. Check out our website at silverslatevisuals.com. I've had some people requesting to make some videos about the gear I use and how I use it. I have an entire arsenal of gear that I use in different ways for different occasions, depending on what the situation calls, whether I'm working something corporate or narrative, or if I'm just doing everyday social media content for local businesses. And what you're looking at right here is what I call my EDC. This is my everyday carry. I take this to work with me. I film most social media stuff with this, with nothing else added extra. Other than the DJI mic here and there, which I'm using now on my Canon R5C to make this video. But this is pretty much the bare minimum of what I will take. And I'm gonna go ahead and break that down for you now. So what we have here is the Tilta Advanced Ring hugging tightly to my DJI RS2 gimbal. This is the RS2 Pro. I have two of these actually. I have not found the need to upgrade to the 3 or even the 4 yet. So we're still rocking these until something substantial comes out. I'm not really concerned with a longer arm or auto locking motors. That's not anything I need. It's just a simple step to lock these and put them in place. And it's very simple too. So this is the standard operation of the gimbal. When I need to haul this back and forth to work, instead of tearing it all down and putting everything in its separate packaging and boxes and backpacks and putting them away to rig up at the job site, I can just break this down in a very simple way to safely store it in the back of my van like this. And then literally all I do is take it like this and set it down flat, and everything stays nice and secure, and I don't have to worry about anything breaking on the way to the location. So that is very nifty and something I like. All gimbals will do that. It's just a few other steps for me to make sure everything's locked into place. So we have the RS2 Pro. This is the Tilta Advanced Ring with all the gadgets. We have the 2 controls, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really know what the left side does. It has channels and everything just like this side, but I can't seem to get it to control anything, and there's no tutorials online that explain how to work it either. But this one works beautifully. I use autofocus lenses when I typically do social media. So I have the focus ring actually set to my ISO that sends a signal to the camera to change the ISO rating, so I can set it to whatever I want and make quick on the fly adjustments when I'm shooting all my social media content, which is nice because sometimes you're going back and forth inside and outside. And you know, if I have to run an ND filter, I usually run variable NDs, so I can kind of adjust that on the fly as well if that's necessary. And I don't want to change my aperture as well as my ISO. So for the advanced ring, it's all powered by this 95 watt Momen V-mount battery. I have 4 of these. They're great. I use these on my Red Komodo as well, and it powers it for almost 2 to 3 hours, it feels like. On this setup right here, this one battery lasts me a whole week. I'm filming here and there. It's not like I'm all day filming, but I can get through an entire week, maybe even 2 with one single battery. And if you don't want to run V-mounts, you can also use the original DJI RS2 battery handle, which I believe comes standard on the 2, 3, and 4. I don't think they made any changes to these. This will supply power, not a lot, but it will run me for most of the day. It's here mainly just for a handle. I don't really need the power from this since I'm just using this. And you know, cameras that are power hungry, like my R5C here, I'll throw a dummy battery in, and then I can feed it through a P-tap up here to this monitor mount power supply module type thing that also has USB and P-tap, and then some cold shoe mounts as well, which is nice if you're wanting to mount monitors and stuff. But I can feed my power through here and then actually power my battery from this same V-mount battery. Or you can run it down here, vice versa. There's multiple ports that you can have access to, which makes it really nice. For a monitor, I'm using the OG Adamas Shinobi, the first generation. I love this monitor. It's still great even today. It's inside of an 8-sync cage, and then we have a small rig magic arm that actually mounts up in here to this power supply module made by Tilta for the advanced arm. And around the ring, you'll see there's these power connectors in each quadrant of the ring, which I have my V mount here and then my power supply module up here with the hot shoe, cold shoe mounts. So that's super nifty. Recently, I just made the switch from Lumix to Canon. So here we're rocking the Canon R5. The R5 is typically what I use on social media shoots, smaller shoots. It works very, very solid. If I have to take it off the gimbal, I have some image stabilization there from the lens and the body itself, which makes it really nice. One thing I do not like about the R5 is the micro HDMI port, which to fix that, I have this small rig cable clamp that actually came with this cage. So it clamps my USB-C and my micro HDMI into place, so I don't have to worry about those coming loose or possibly damaging or breaking the ports. And then of course, no SD cards for me. We're only rocking these Angelbird 1TB CF Express Type Bs. These are the AV Pro SE. Pretty much the same exact card I use for my Red Komodo as well, but those are red branded, and those are CFX Express Type A, so they're a little bit different. But these make the reading and writing process is much faster and make my workflow much easier when I am importing footage onto my PC to start the editing process. On the Canon R5, we currently have the 24-105 f4. I didn't see the need exactly to go with the 2.8 lens. It's a much nicer lens, but at the cost of almost $1,500 more than this one. When I shot Lumixes, I had the Sigma 24-70 2.8, and I just didn't find myself shooting at 2.8 a lot unless I was doing photography really. So for video purposes, it just didn't really seem to make sense. I mainly shoot automotive, and I never shoot automotive at 2.8 unless I'm doing detail shots, which are fine at f4. So this has been a really great solid lens. It's still an L series lens, which is Canon's like flagship line of lenses for pro users. So super happy with that. And then if I ever need to go more shallow, I have the 70-200 f2.8, which is a very solid lens. I highly recommend getting that in the 2.8 variant. It's just so nice. And then as well, we have, I believe this is, I don't know if this is Tiltamade or Small Rig, but this is a vertical mounting plate that replaces the original plate for the RS2 and gives you a vertical mounting option for the camera. It just kind of slides in and out. It's really easy, really simple. I have a couple different plates for different things, which I'll show you in future videos when we're rigging up for different scenarios and environments. But yeah, for the most part, this is what I call my EDC. I bring this thing with me everywhere when it comes to small shoots and social media style stuff. Super solid, super great. It's never let me down. I wouldn't say it's really concealable. If I need to be more concealed, I can strip this down to a bare bones, very small, minimal rig without a gimbal. Or I can even take the ring off and then run the gimbal with just the handle and the tripod and a suitcase grip. And it does essentially the same thing, just not as easy to use and control. But yeah, that's my setup. This is my social media content creating package that I use for almost every single client. If you want to see me tear this down and build it back up to show you kind of how everything goes, let me know. I can do that. And I'm hoping this is going to be the first of many other videos kind of showcasing all my equipment and how I use it and what gear we're actually using to make your productions and how we're preparing for those. So I've been wanting to make videos like this for quite a while now. And after getting some support, it seemed that there was actually an audience that wanted to watch these. So I would love to make more, but in order to do that, I'm definitely going to need some push and drive to do so, being so busy and working all the time and filming on the side. It's really hard for me to sit down and create content for myself to put out there on the internet. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Tell me what you liked about it, what you would like to see next. We can rig up the Komodo in a full production style package. We can throw the R5C on here and do a more landscape oriented professional commercial style shoot with a more consumer grade camera. Whatever you guys want to see, let me know. I have car rigging solutions, full Steadicam operation. We could have a lot of fun with this. We could talk about my lighting setup that I'm using here now. But anyways, I want to thank you for watching. Thanks for stopping by. This has been the first installment of my equipment and my rigging solutions to how I film social media content. If you want to see more, you know what to do. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.